What is going on, guys? It is Tony's Takeaway back at it with another Laker video. And in this one, we had the Lakers beat the San Antonio Spurs in overtime, 125 to 121. It was a fantastic game. You know, the Lakers, they played great in the first quarter, right? They kind of gave it up in the second quarter, especially towards the end. The third quarter was about the Spurs, right? They went up by 12 points entering the fourth. And then the Lakers, they just went on this huge comeback. I mean, they just made their shots, and more importantly, they played great defense when it mattered in the fourth quarter, right? So they're able to send it into overtime. And in overtime, I mean, it was just back and forth, back and forth. And ultimately, the Lakers were able to come out with the win. Now, you know, you could say, oh, well, it's against the Spurs. Well, whatever the case is, this is an entirely different team this season. And when you go on the road, right, it's just hard to win games, especially this early into the season. Every win counts. Every win matters. Every win is important for the Lakers because not only, obviously, does it help us in the standings, but chemistry-wise, right, we're learning how to play with each other. We're learning how to win with each other, and that's a huge deal for us. And this was without LeBron, without Taylor Horton-Tucker, without Wayne Ellington, without Kendrick Nunn, you know, without these guys. And they just came into San Antonio and won a crucial game, really setting the tone right for the next few games moving forward. So, you know, I mean, let's just go ahead and talk about some of the players because we had some. I mean, obviously, I want to start with Anthony Davis. 35 points, 17 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 blocks, 15 of 31 from the field. I mean, if you want to talk about dominance, Anthony Davis is dominant. And to be honest, he's the kind of guy where it's like he can go for 50 if he wanted to. If we didn't have to care about injuries, if injuries were not a thing, you know, he could easily go for 50. He's that kind of guy. You saw it in New Orleans, right, where he had multiple 40-plus games, multiple 20-plus rebound games, multiple 5-plus block games. You know, he is dominant as they come. And Anthony Davis, he proved it once again as to why he's one of the best players in the world. That injury did scare me a little bit, I'm not going to lie, with the knee and all of that sort. But, you know, Anthony Davis, and moving forward, you know, this is why I'm so glad the Lakers got Russell Westbrook. You know, LeBron was able to rest. You know, the Lakers normally don't win without LeBron, but today was a different story because of the fact that we had someone like Russell Westbrook, that we had someone who could lead our team to a win, that we had someone who is a great ball-dominant player, right? So usually that's LeBron, but you take LeBron out of the situation, Westbrook is still a dominant player. He is a superstar for a reason. So let's go over to Russell Westbrook. 33 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 steals, 15 of 27 from the field. And he only had 3 turnovers. You know, this was easily his best game as a Laker. This was one of his better games overall because, I mean, you think about Russell Westbrook, people want to say he's careless, he turns the ball over, right? But he really had it all this game. I mean, he made a crucial 3 in the fourth quarter, right? I mean, he took over in overtime, right, with the dunk, with the layups. And overall, just Westbrook can lead this team to wins. That's why I'm saying, you know, it's such a good thing that he's on this team because it gives more flexibility in terms of resting a player like LeBron or resting a player like Anthony Davis. I mean, LeBron was able to rest and the Lakers came out with the win. You can't say that many times. And it happened, one of the major reasons why was because of Russell Westbrook and how he was able to lead this team to a win. Especially in the fourth quarter with him and AD, down 11, 12 points. You know, they just came out and dominated. But you can't say anything about that. They absolutely dominated. 68 points, 27 rebounds, 12 assists. I mean, they combined for 30 of 58. That's over 50% shooting. I mean, they were just lights out. And then another player I want to talk about was Malik Monk. You know, when he first came to the Lakers, first of all, I was really surprised because he signed for a veteran minimum, essentially. I really liked Malik Monk on Charlotte. I do believe he has the potential to be our future 2 guard. You know, you think about our team, it's older, right? So what does our future look for us? Well, if Malik Monk stays with us long term, I definitely believe that he has the capability to be our future shooting guard. And Malik Monk, I'm not saying it just because he had a clutch three this game or that he is clutch in general, but he just has a certain attitude to him, and he's always getting better. He's never settling to be the same player every single year. He's always improving his game, right? So obviously shooting, he's getting better every single year. And the thing with Malik Monk is that he also plays really good defense too. And honestly, like, 4 of 10 from the 3, 17 points. I'm just glad we got him because he is a guy, he's essentially playing what KCP is playing back then, but maybe even better, right? But that's all I'm saying. Malik Monk had our highest plus minus out of the entire team with plus 31 for a reason. He came in and just balled. I mean, there's nothing else to say about it. And then another player I actually wanted to bring up was Austin Reeves. For the casual fans, whether basketball fans or not, casual fans, casual Laker fans, you probably don't know who Austin Reeves is. But let me tell you something, he has a bright future. You liked Caruso, you're going to like Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves is a better jump shot too, actually. Something that he just brings in is a high IQ, right? Fundamental basketball, he'll get you a shot, right? Especially in the fourth quarter with such composed ability to just shoot under pressure. The three, the pump fake for a mid-range, he just plays good basketball, and that's the kind of guy he is. So I also think that he has the potential to be, a great player in the future as well. So I'm really excited. I think this was a great win. I think this was a great comeback win, obviously. But anytime you can come back, especially in the fourth quarter, down double digits, it doesn't matter who it's up against. Like, this team, it's growing, and you're seeing them grow, right? I mean, obviously from the Warriors game, they lost, right? But you saw some flashes here and there, right? Then obviously against the Spurs, this game, their fourth game, you've been seeing more of those flashes. So they've been, progressing. Slowly but surely they will get there. And it's not like the Spurs, they have some talent on that team. And they shot lights out, right? You had Jakob Poeltl, who went for 20+. You went for Lonnie Walker, who's on fire from the three-point line. I mean, they were just on fire. And I get it. Defensively, the Lakers could still improve, but I'm not really concerned about that because Frank Vogel knows how to get a team together to play defense. I mean, listen, like, when LeBron joined the Lakers, right, and when Frank Vogel came along, like, LeBron, that first year with the Lakers, he didn't play any defense with us. But as soon as AD came and the rest of the crew came, right, I mean, we were top 5 in defense that year. And LeBron was a great defensive player that year, too. So if he's able to rejuvenate LeBron's defensive ability in his career, I think he can get this team on the right track defensively. So I'm not really concerned for the Lakers defensively. Offensively, we're looking great. I mean, three-point shooting, right? I mean, obviously, we didn't shoot the ball that well from the three-point line today. 8 of 26, I believe, 8 of 30. That's not really a concern for me either because when we did win the championship, we weren't even that great from the three-point line to begin with, but we were a team who made timely threes. That's exactly what we did this game. Westbrook made a clutch 3. Malik Monk made a clutch 3. That's what I'm saying. So, and I'm not saying that we're going to be playing 26% from behind the arc the entire season, but what I am saying is that worst case scenario, if that does happen, then we're still going to win games because we know how to make it count when it matters. That's where you saw the veteran mindset come in, right? Especially in the clutch, the fourth quarter, overtime, right? You saw us executing the right plays at the right time, and defense will get better, but I'm saying that's the difference. The Spurs are an extremely young team, and we're an experienced team, and experience beat youth this time around, and you saw it was on full display. But other than that, it was a great win, and I'm just going to leave it at that because, if you had told me that the Lakers would start off 2-2 in their first 4, I'd be perfectly fine with that because I understand that their first 3 games were against playoff caliber teams. And the Spurs are not terrible either. So they've played some pretty quality opponents, especially like the Warriors and Suns. And then to go out on the road against the Spurs, right, being down double digits, I mean, that's a quality win if you ask me. So that's all I have for this video. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below what you guys thought about this game as well. And subscribe for more, guys. All right, guys, take it easy.